This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, Hazel Township has taken measures to keep vandals out of a popular community spot. We have the story next. Hello again and welcome to another edition of FYI on SSPTV. I'm Ken Cara. A patient at Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton died when she received the wrong blood type during a transfusion. According to a story today by our media partner, the Standard Speaker, correspondence from the Luzerne County Coroner's Office indicated that Deborah Davis of Hazleton died January 26th of post-transfusion ABO incompatibility hemolysis, a medical emergency that results from the rapid destruction of red blood cells when a patient receives an incorrect blood type. Today, Brian Downs, Director of Media Relations for Lehigh Valley Health Network, issued the following statement to FYI, quote, "Upon learning of this event, we expressed our deepest sympathy to the patient's family and let them know that we understood it was an extremely difficult time for them. At the time it occurred, we immediately reported the event to the appropriate authorities. We worked with them to review our protocols and procedures and made adjustments to ensure that the highest level of safety precautions are in place for our patients. Out of respect for the privacy of this patient and family, and in keeping with HIPAA, we cannot release or comment on details concerning the patient's medical history," unquote. For much more on this story, read Tom Reagan's article in today's Standard Speaker or log on to standardspeaker.com. In response to several acts of vandalism, Hazel Township is taking action at Community Park. Lisa Sugart has more.
This fence is the latest addition at Community Park in Hazel Township, but it's not here to add beauty, it's here to add security. Joining me is Hazel Township Supervisor Chairman Bill Gallagher. Bill, what happened? There were many acts of vandalism that has prompted you now to put fencing all over Community Park.
Right. Well, the park's been here for almost 60 years, and it's finally come to the point in the last few months that we now have to gate the park. Probably in another week or so, the beginning of August, there will be gates installed at the entrance to both the Hazleton area soccer field and the entrance to Community Park, and approximately 7 o'clock at night during the summer, we will be locking the gates. We also had to install a run of fence from the gate up to the amphitheater. We're just having thousands and thousands of dollars worth of damage at night, and we just can't absorb it. You know, it's a free park. The whole area uses it, and Hazel Township has to foot the bill. So the supervisors discuss it with the rec board, and in an effort to curb a lot of the vandalism, it's the only thing we can do.
Tell us a little bit about some of those acts of vandalism. They were pretty severe.
Yeah, they were. We had a lot of the garbage cans, many nights, were knocked over, rolled into the lake. The benches, the picnic tables, some of them were brand new, were thrown in the lake. Probably the biggest thing that hurt us was the handicap fishing ramp. They broke all the rails off and threw those into the lake. And that's there for people who are, have a disability that can't maybe get along the edge of the lake. And it was put in with help from a lot of the area unions, and they just destroyed it. So it's all up. We fixed everything we could. The Babe Ruth field has probably $20,000, $30,000 worth of damage after 15 years. So it's now a situation where you have to start protecting your assets.
And it's a shame because so many organizations enjoy this park and have added to the beauty. You told us recently about these beautiful flowers added by the Hazleton Garden Club.
Exactly. The Hazleton Garden Club has been out here with flowers. They do that a few times a year. Hazleton Lions has built a pavilion, which is for their use once a year, but for the rest of the time it's for the public. Hazleton High School class of '64 is now in the process of building a meditation garden. As you can see, it's in the background. We're just starting to tape that out. That'll probably be done in a couple of months. There's been a lot of additions. We've been putting up more pavilions. The park is used heavy on the weekends. We've had car shows. We're doing concerts, things that are great for the area. And everything we do great is counteracted by something stupid.
And in addition, now you're going to add security cameras as well?
Yeah, we're also looking at putting a full-blown security system in now, because again, it's happening from what we can tell between midnight, 3, 4 in the morning. And again, it's happening here at the soccer fields. So yeah, everything's going to be gated up, and you'll only be allowed in when the gates are open.
And when do you expect the fencing to be completed and the gates installed?
I think the fencing will probably be done by next week, and then he'll set the poles. I would say by the first week of August, we'll be locking it up, and we'll have signs up. And again, if it says 7 o'clock and whoever comes out to lock the gate, 7 o'clock, if you're in there, you're going to be in there. because we just can't go, running around the lake looking for somebody. So we're gonna have to. It's harder on the people. They're gonna have to be aware of the times and be able to get out of the park. But it's just the way the area, unfortunately, is slowly becoming that the people don't truly appreciate what they have out here, and we have to do what we can to protect it.
All right, thanks, Bill. Truly a sad sign of the times. Again, the gates and locks coming up here at Community Park in Hazel Township.
The Federal Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry says levels of radioactive radon gas in the air in some homes in Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties is a public health concern. ATSDR tested soil and air samples from some homes in what is known as the Polycythemia vera investigation study area that includes parts of McAdoo, Tamaqua, and Hazleton. The soil also had elevated radon levels, but it's not high enough to be a risk. If you live in this area, ATSDR says you should have your home tested for radon, and if your house has already been tested and you have high levels, you should get tested again. For more information, you can call 1-800-232-4636 and tell them it's in regards to the review of radiological data measured in the Polycythemia vera investigation study area in Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties. It's not yet known if these elevated levels are related to the high number of cases of the rare cancer Polycythemia vera in the area. The Standard Speaker has much more on this story in today's newspaper. Pennsylvanians, get ready to move a little bit faster. At least on the Commonwealth's interstate systems, you can still take it easy when walking to your fridge. On Tuesday, PennDOT took steps to make travel more efficient in PA by raising the speed limit to 70 miles an hour on a section of the Pennsylvania Turnpike that stretches from Blue Mountain to Morgantown.
We're starting here in the Turnpike. In a few weeks, a section of over 88 miles of Interstate 80 from the Du Bois area heading east will be moved to 70 miles an hour. And then a little over 20 miles of I-380 in the northeast will also go to 70 miles an hour. These will be the first phase, if you will, in the Commonwealth of moving our interstate system to 70 miles an hour.
With this increase, we still remain committed to protecting the lives of the people traveling, as well as the men and women who are working out in the roadway.
There will still be some areas on that section of the Turnpike that will have reduced speeds. For example, where there are curves, the speed limit will be posted at 60 to 65 miles an hour. Tonight, news from the mayor's desk in the borough of Freeland. The borough council meeting that was continued will be held tonight at 6 p.m. at the Senior Center. There's a former NBA player coming to our area this weekend. I'll let you know where and when in sports. And when we come back, Janine and registered dietitian Amy Clifford Cartwright dish about healthy eating habits.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hey, we're in your community today and we're in Amy Cartwright's kitchen. We're talking about healthy habits and we're also talking about labels. They are going to be changing within the next year, right?
Yes. So some of the changes that are going to be occurring are good and some I'm still a little bit skeptical about. One of the changes that are going to be occurring is the serving size. So they're going to reflect more of what a traditional serving is for people eating it, which again, I don't know if I like that as well, because when I'm educating patients, they feel like the portion that's on there, they can eat. Again, especially if I'm educating for diabetes and they do need to watch their portions, they feel that they can eat that. So if they're going to be increasing, which I would assume that they would be, that could really change a lot as far as calories that people are eating, extra sugars and carbohydrates that people are getting. So for instance, we have here Kashi Goldine cereal, which is a good cereal. The serving size is 1 cup, and this is about what a cup looks like. Okay. Again, we talked about, changing the bowls, the plates, using smaller bowls or plates so it looks like you're eating a little bit more.
Sure.
But all serving sizes on cereals may be a little bit different. It might be 3/4 of a cup. But the interesting thing is that in this cup, there's 170 calories, whereas in a cup of Cheerios, without the milk, there's 100. So that's a big difference in calories.
Same amount, a cup?
Cup, yes.
Okay.
It's a big difference in calories if you're watching calories, but it's also can be a big difference in carbohydrates, again, which can affect someone's blood sugar. So you really want to be aware of that. Measuring foods is very important. So when these changes do come around, you do want to make sure that you're being aware of what the serving size is on the label. It doesn't mean that's how much you should have. It just means this is all the nutrition that's in that serving.
Okay. Now, from just the serving size, what else are they changing on the label that people should be aware of? Because you look at that label and the marketing, let me tell you, it says fat-free, people are grabbing it. You see low-fat, people are grabbing it. There are tricky words that I think they get away with, that you see it more often than I would, that aren't healthy, but they look and appear healthier.
Sure,
choices.
something may say no cholesterol. Well, that food may have never had cholesterol. Cholesterol only comes from animal products. So anything with an animal product in it will have cholesterol in it. So potato chips, for instance, never had cholesterol. They don't come from an animal. However, the saturated fats, trans fats that may be in certain foods, such as potato chips will have saturated fats because of the way they're made, can increase your cholesterol level. So that can be confusing to people. Another change that's occurring with the nutrition labels is that they're breaking down the sugars. Right now it just says sugar.
Okay.
There's 9 grams of sugar here. Well, we don't know if that's natural sugar coming from milk or dairy or fruits that have natural sugar, or if it's added sugar, cakes, cookies, table sugar, that type of thing. If you do look at the ingredients, you should be able to kind of break that down in your mind and say, well, it's probably an added sugar. There's no milk or dairy in this yet. There's no fruits in here yet. So they will be breaking down natural and added sugars, which I think will give people more information to choose. If you know something's coming with natural sugar, that's a better choice than something with added sugar. Natural sugar has a lot of great vitamins and minerals coming with it, some fiber if it has fruit. So again, there are some good things to having that.
Okay, so more information could also be more confusing for people. What is quickly the number one thing that people should look for when they're choosing foods to eat?
Again, depending on your health, you want to choose lower fat, lower sodium, high fiber, healthy types of foods. And if you are confused, call a health professional, especially a dietitian, that can educate you on that.
All right. Amy Cartwright joining us, a registered dietitian here in Greater Hazleton on healthy habits on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Oh my goodness, honey, I shrunk the kids. If you get that reference, let's be friends on Facebook. If you don't, I could send you my VHS copy of that movie. Lots of green in this weather shot. It's a beautiful summer in NEPA. Here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight we can expect mostly clear skies. The low will be 57 degrees. For our Friday, it's a nice sunny day. The high will be 75. Friday night we'll get down to 60 degrees. On Saturday, another nice day. The high 79. Saturday night, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The low 64. Sunday, another chance of showers and thunderstorms in the area. That continues throughout the next few days. On Sunday, it'll be a high of 78. Sunday night, 62. For Monday, we get up to 76, and on Monday night, the low is 58 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
It's a popular 3-day event to benefit one Catholic high school in our area. Tonight, Lisa Sugard previews this weekend's Men of Marion Summer Picnic.
This weekend marks the 44th annual Men of Marion Summer Picnic. The big event takes place under 3 huge tents this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the grounds of Marion Catholic High School in Hometown. Tom Gerhardt is the president of the Men of Marion.
This is one of our huge fundraisers, probably the second largest fundraiser we have. The Men of Marion is the primary fundraising organization for the school. This year our budget will be around $102,000 that we are committed to raising, and that money stays right here at the school. So this is an extremely important event for us. Usually generates between $16,000 and $17,000. So we're hoping for some nice weather, and according to the extended forecast, it looks like the humidity is going to drop. So hopefully we get some nice weather, and we always have a great turnout. Usually every year, though, for the last few years, we've had some rain. So hopefully this year God will watch down on us and give us 3 nice days.
This is actually the 50th year for the Men of Marion organization itself. Gerhardt is starting his 21st year with the group. He attributes the success of the organization to the many volunteers who make this and other events possible. And he invites everyone to come out this weekend and help make this their best summer picnic yet.
We have games for the kids that come out. We have a beer tent. We have all kind of ethnic food. We have halushki, halupki, bellinis, we have funnel cakes, pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, bean soup, clam chowder. You name it, we have it. Sausage and peppers. If you can't find it here, you're going to be in trouble. Our prices are right, so come on out and support the Men of Marion. Bring the family out and bring your friends out.
The festivities will also feature a huge flea market, which continues to grow in popularity each year. And Friday night will be alumni night, so past students of Marion Catholic can reminisce with classmates and friends.
We kick off Friday night from 5 to 10. We'll have cartoon coming in Friday night. Saturday night we go 5 to 10. We have Crazy Heart. If you like country music, they will be here. And then Sunday night we have Remember When. They will be playing from 5 to 9. My good friends Bud Wachulis, Rick and Jimmy, they'll be coming in. They've been here since we brought the Men of Marion picnic back here to the school. It's either 13 or 14 years, so we're excited to have them back. They have a huge following. Also, Sunday night at 9 o'clock we'll have fireworks this year.
For more information on the picnic or the Men of Marion, contact the Development Office at Marion Catholic High School. And be sure to bring your family and friends to the big picnic this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Hometown. The picnic takes place, rain or shine. Reporting for FYI, I'm Lisa Sugart.
Reminds me of the Hayfie Bazaar, and that was the happiest time of year for my friends and myself. Now let's check out tonight's community calendar. Holy Trinity Orthodox Church in McAdoo will host a pierogi and halushki sale tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Pierogies are available cooked and frozen. To order, call the phone numbers on your screen. And now it's that time of the day again. The big green screen comes up, and here's your Pennsylvania midday winning lottery numbers. The Daily 865, Big 4 5429, Quinto 79493, and Treasure Hunt 10, 15, 20, 21, and 25. We have a basketball tournament to tell you about next in sports.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
There's a big-time sporting event going on this weekend. It's the Michael Joseph Basketball Tournament being dedicated to Mike Joseph, longtime player in the Hazleton area and current coach of the Hazleton Area High School. And there's also another very interesting part of this tournament as well we're going to get into. It's being put on by the Dominican House here in Hazleton, and joining us is Victor Perez and Andrea Pina from the Dominican House here in Hazleton. Victor, let's start with you. Michael Joseph will be at this tournament. Lots of people know him in Hazleton, but there's also going to be a former NBA player there, used to play for Vancouver, and you know him, one of your friends, Felipe Lopez, will be at this tournament. Talk about your relationship with him and why it's so special to have him here as well.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. The first thing that I have to say regarding Mr. Josh Michael is an idea coming from Leo Ortiz. Leo Ortiz is one of the sport members in the Dominican House. He was a basketball player in the high school in Hazleton, and he in one meeting he said, for the next tournaments we have to create something special for a person like Michael, because we have to recognize the talents that we get in Hazleton. And in the other side, we invite Felipe Lopez. Luis Felipe Lopez is an NBA player. He was playing in Vancouver, and he's from Dominican Republic. Felipe Lopez is a friend of mine, and he was one of the preparer in the Dominican Republic in the club that I was president. I was president in San Carlos club, and Felipe Lopez come from the United States, playing with Vancouver. He was one of the supporters of the San Carlos club. San Carlos got one of the more professional basketball team in the district of the Dominican Republic, and then we are the more champions team in Dominican Republic. That's why Felipe Lopez, when I talked with him regarding that we need give some tips, some clinics to our kids in Hazleton, he say, wonderful. He's working with the NBA right now in that purpose, giving some clinics, some preparation to the kids. And that's why Felipe will be here. And together with Michael Joseph, we think we will give it a great job for free to the whole community of Hazleton.
So you could sign up on Saturday. Felipe will be there along with Mike Joseph running clinics for some of the younger kids. You can also sign up for the tournament going on Saturday and Sunday in Hazleton. Now that's not all that's going on at the Beach Street Playground. It'll also be a celebration of Dominican culture.
We have to say thank you, Marion, because they support this event.
So El Mesajero has helped you guys.
Yeah.
That's very nice of them.
Well, our principal motivation is to give the opportunity to our kids to receive the message. Don't be involved in drugs. Don't be involved in any crime. Don't be involved in something negative. In this summer and every summer, enjoy the sport. Be involved in basketball. Be involved in any other sport, and try to do something positive in this community. And by the way, we like Andrea said, we got a performance group. They were giving some dancings for, that the people enjoy how we dance and how some foods and something different, especially music and something like that. The event will be like a motivation to the people to be together. This is an opportunity to come, everybody from the community come to the Beach Street and enjoy this event.
All right, so come on out this weekend. It's the Michael Joseph Basketball Tournament being put on by the Dominican House here in Hazleton. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday to Tony Farnell. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. Happy birthday, Colleen Boyle, from your family and friends. In our Talk of the Town report, Edgewood will be holding a dinner dance on Saturday, July 26th, featuring Greg Palmer. Enjoy a relaxing evening of dining and listening to the sounds of Frank Sinatra and many more. Many dinner options are available, and it begins at 6:30. For information, call 570-788-1103. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. William A. Fields. Memorial is Friday at 11 a.m. from the Grace Fellowship Church. Friends may call at the church from 10:30 to 11 a.m. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family. Andrew Jupina, formerly of McAdoo. Arrangements will be announced by the Stanley E. Analowski Funeral Home. William J. Wilkinson of Junedale. Funeral is Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. Frank J. Kipe, formerly of Tamaqua. Services are Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Skyview Memorial Park. The Zeiselman Roach Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Ashley Uber of Mahanoy City. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Louis D. Truskowski Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. And L. Seraphin Benedict of Orwigsburg. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Christ UCC Church. Friends may call Saturday from 10 a.m. until the time of Mass. The Lamar Christ Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Call Smilax for all of your special events, 570-454-0111.
Remember, the Michael Joseph Basketball Tournament will begin at 9 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday at the Beach Street Playground in Hazleton. If you're interested, you can call the Dominican House right here in Hazleton. Well, that's it for FYI tonight. We'll be back on Friday. Until then, take it easy, everyone.